do you mean? You know everybody.
I'm enjoying it live. Right, here we go.
Damn. All right. So on your other device, can you see the
Yeah.
you see the
I see the
comments?
comments. See the comments.
All right. Well, shit. We in there then. Hold on.
We're here for moderator Monday. What's up, Dirty Nation
Bam.
peoples?
There you
I
go.
see the comment.
There you go.
What's up, St. Cal? Here we are. It's first moderator Monday. I do got to chew on my lip. I'm sorry. I got that worm dirt in my lip. I'm also leaking out this nostril right now. That ain't no cocaine or anything bullshit, but got a little infection or something. This nostril is dripping.
Yeah, the teener.
Okay. This is Dirty Weather's new thing. He wants to introduce all his moderators. I've been with him for a while now, so just want to introduce myself. My name's Herb. Otherwise, I'm Herb Dizzle. From Sacramento.
How long you lived in Sac? Did we freeze? Did we freeze? Technical difficulties already? Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh, these back. These back. All right.
There we go.
All right, so start with where you was from.
Where I was from originally. Grew up in New York, Brooklyn. Born in 77, Brooklyn. Moved out here to California in 83. Moved out to Sacramento in 84. Actually, 83, 84. Carmichael Park, Carmichael High School, where I went to. But moved to Orangeville about 86. So where I've been ever since, I guess.
Yeah, Irby, hella old.
I don't know.
Tell us about the first time you got beat up.
I'm 44. 7th grade. Called a dude out on a fight like we used to do in high school or in junior high, like a little bitch. I want to fight you after school with the bus bench or whatever it was. It was actually at the creek. And I thought I had it all figured out. I had it planned out in my head. I'm going to kick dude in his nuts. Man, I kicked him in his nuts. I probably lifted him an inch off the ground. It didn't do shit to him. Straight off. And I didn't know it.
You kicked him in his nuts and he just looked at you.
Comeback.
He wasn't working with nothing.
I lifted him off the ground. I hit both balls. Lifted him an inch off the ground. He sat back down and teed off.
Where the first punch land? Where the first punch land?
Right on my nose.
Oh, that was the worst woods.
Like a motherfucker.
The first woods because your eyes just instantly swell up.
Yeah.
You get hit.
Eyes water. First time I really got hit, he was a man, like a Russian kid. He was strong. He rocked me. I was like 4 foot fucking 5 at the time. So.
Damn. How tall are you now? Like 4'9"?
I'm a little guy, man. I'm not a big 5'7". 5'8", maybe 5'8" with some good shoe. With my J's on, I'm 5'8".
Oh man. How was you seeing over the train you was driving? Tell us about that.
I don't know. What you mean? The train I drive.
Wait a minute. Did you work? What did you work for?
I work for Union Pacific. Now I work for, I'm not going to mention their name, is a passenger train company that everyone rides on.
Who was I calling the soul taker? Was that Sin Cal?
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, you said you was driving a train.
I've hit 7 people. Yes.
I am not. I am ashamed. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. Somebody just decided
Don't
to
worry
lay on
about
the
it.
track, and I took their life.
Yeah. It's a part of the job, man. It's unfortunately, especially in our area, in the Bay Area, Sacramento Bay, there's a lot of homeless, and a lot of people choose to end their life by stepping in front of a train, and it happens quite a bit. But
Man, you telling me? So what you think? So what you think the odds of Sacramento making it to the national headlines because of the hanging at the park across the street?
that's just a trip to me. I'm trying to figure out how someone would hang themselves from a basketball hoop without no ladder, trying to get themselves up there and get themselves into position. But
Man, I remember.
that just sounds fishy to me.
I remember in Vacaville, my neighbor killed himself. And the way he tied himself up was like, damn, man, you got to be a special breed to be able to hang yourself and kill yourself. Like, you got to be determined. Like, I'm checking out today.
Right.
Like, today.
Right. I hear everybody like tripping out on that old child molester dude. What's his name that hung himself in the jail and was like, oh, Epstein and he killed himself. He couldn't have done it. It's just like, well, if you tie from your top rack and you fall down, I can see it happening. But you're talking about holding a basketball court that's a 10-foot rim. No,
Man.
That's way more of a conspiracy than Epstein. So
That's why they want the FBI involved. They want the FBI involved
Right.
because if all they got to do is be able to attach hate crime to it, or some form of hate crime, and the FBI coming. The FBI coming. They gonna confiscate my little
so
phone.
the funny thing is, I fly right down the center of that. Like, I'm a liberal, but it's like when people say, "Oh, Epstein didn't kill himself," I'm like, "Who fucking cares? A child molester's fucking dead. That's all I fucking care about."
What was his name?
Maybe someone took himself out, or someone took himself out.
What was
Jeffrey
what was the dude's name? You talking about Epstein?
Yeah, I'm like, who cares if he's dead? How he died? No matter, he's dead.
I don't even think he did.
You know what I mean?
I don't think he did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whatever. I think he's been in too close to too many high-powered people, but
It ain't hard to fake. If El
I don't fly
Chapo
with those conspiracies too much.
if El Chapo can escape, then that motherfucker can pay his way out. And they gonna lock up.
Didn't escape far though. Where's he? He's locked up at the big joint.
Man. Oh, let's talk about
Getting
Chapo.
out of where he's at.
Oh yeah, he underground, ain't he? In Colorado.
Chapo's at that Supermax.
Yeah, Colorado, the underground Fed building.
Yeah, you
ain't getting out of there. You can forget about it.
You ain't getting out of there.
Man,
that's a wrap.
Just picture that, an underground prison. I'm already claustrophobic. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
You know?
That's like doing time in the ship.
No visitors ever.
Hey, that's like doing time in the ship.
No visitors ever.
Not even an attorney. Oh shit.
We only got 9 likes on this video. What's going on?
Oh no, it's going up and down, but you got 12. You got 12. Oh, you got 5 likes. Yeah. Talk your shit. Tell them hit that like button. It's 11 people with 5 likes. Tell them
hit
hit
that like button. 30 days.
All right.
What happened to Dusty the other day? She grew tired.
Man, straight blowout. Straight blowout. And man, this is what I suspect, right? They got this tire scam where they take the letters, the white letters, and put them on regular ass tires, and you think you got you some motherfucking BF good riches, and you got some BF bad riches, because they cheaply made tires with fake white letters. So then when you do donuts one time, or you get sideways, or your suspension bad, that shit gonna peel like a potato. And sure enough, that's what happened.
Right.
That shit.
And most school tires ain't built for you.
Man.
You can't be doing that.
That shit, I thought a blowout. I thought a blowout was a blowout. That shit blew the whole wheel well just up. What's the first accident you had or first blowout?
First accident, I rear-ended some people at 17 years old. My Nissan mini truck delivering pizzas for Little Caesars on Sunrise Boulevard in Citrus Heights. And then I got sued for $200,000.
You used to live in Citrus Heights?
I used to live in Citrus Heights, yeah.
Ain't that some shit? What part?
Right by Sayonara.
I lived on Sayonara.
Right by.
Did you go to
Sayonara?
Did you go to Will Rogers too?
I did not go to Will Rogers. I went to Louis Pasteur.
Yeah, that's the other one. You went by the cemetery?
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember the drive-in?
Of course I do.
My folks live right. My mom and pops live right by that drive-in. That's where I used to live.
Of course, I remember every drive-in. I even remember. Sayonara. I lived on Sayonara in '93.
Sayonara used to be rough, huh?
Hell yeah, '93. '93 was hella Asians. It was hella Asians and Mexicans right there. I think Citrus Heights was all up and down it, looking like a baby projects.
Did you used to laugh at the white boys coming out with the picture size bloods?
Man, that shit, it never took off in my eyes. We heard a little something, but them things they faded so fast. They ain't get respected nowhere.
You heard about the picture size blood?
Yeah, they ain't get respected nowhere. They got no airplay. They got no airplay. But if you think about it, Citrus Heights is hella big. Citrus Heights is hella big.
I just remember I used to hang up this cat that got locked up. He was selling dirt, and he got pinched and put Citrus Heights in a big circle on his stomach, like he was a gangster and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Woods ain't gonna like that, dude.
Do you remember? So you remember skinheads in Citrus? So you remember skinheads in Citrus Heights?
Absolutely.
The ones I ran into was the Arden Manor Skins. Arden Manor Skins.
I mostly the Maniacs is what I used to know, but they weren't my peoples, but
them some bad motherfuckers. Hey, them the hardest white boys out of Sacramento in the pen. Used to be like a Sacramaniac. Yeah. Just when you hear the name Sacramaniac, it's like, ooh, that's one of them Sacramento badasses right there.
Yeah.
All of the Sacramaniacs are tatted from head to toe.
Right. I went from a clean-cut white boy to hanging out with fucking Sac-maniacs like fucking overnight, dude. It was retarded. It was like a after-school fucking special, man. I'm telling you right now. If anybody's listening, like, you want to hear my story, like, how it fucking happened, like, I went from working the regular fucking job, 9 to 5, doing maybe coke on a Friday night, having fun. Then Monday, the coke wasn't around, and the fucking dirty came around. Also, I'm hanging out with dudes that doing home invasions. And it's like, what the fuck am I fucking doing? Like the reality check, you know what I mean? It was just over fucking night. I'm hanging out with ruthless fucking people.
How long did it take till you got in trouble?
You know what? I never did. I kept it clean.
Where's some wood at? Knock on some wood.
Exactly. But if you want to keep it clean, I took the life of one of my best friends. I associated that. You want to hear that story?
What? I want to hear that. Matter of fact, yeah, I got enough blunt too. This is yes, please. What? First off, started with what year did it happen?
I was 2003.
2003. All right.
2003. So this is running. My parents would not let me home. Like, I was just running amok, up 7 days, 8 days, blah, blah, blah. Shadow people chasing me, going to my mom's hospital, blah, blah, blah. Just being a fucking fool. They didn't want nothing to do with me. They said, you need rehab. The neighbor across the street, he's a good old white boy. He's from my dad's. I fucking love that dude. He said, Herb, you're fucking up. All you need to do is change that weed or change that speed to weed. You'd be all right. And he invited me in to be a roommate. I moved upstairs. And I did. I quit the crack and started growing trees. Immediately, my mindset changed. I'm normal people. This man here, a couple of years older than me, he had a couple babies, beautiful wife. You know, he did what he had to do. Worked maybe 3 jobs. He was going to school. His dad owned a motorcycle shop. He's going to school during the daytime, detailing bikes. So he was just doing what he had to do for his wife and his 2 babies. You know what I mean? And he cleaned me up. He offered me a room stay and all that shit. And about a year later, you know, my old man's putting a window in his house. You know, they're blowing out in the kitchen a little 6-foot window to me, like a 10-foot window. Everybody's barbecuing, having a good fucking time. We're drinking, smoking, you know, just having a great old day. And drinks get a little heavy, and I'm like, hey, dude, let's fire up our bikes, because our bikes it's the wintertime. Everything's on the charger, you know, the battery's charged up. He's like, no, man, family's here, you know, we'll be drinking. We don't need to go for a ride. No, dude, let's fire up the fucking bikes. You know, just pumping them. He kept saying no, but I kept fucking digging. And where I lived at was total residential area. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we're going to hit no main streets. It was just a fucking residential block. And finally, I kept digging on him. He's like, no, man, we've been drinking. But I fired up my bike. I went for a ride around the block. He came back, and then I started up his bike. He's like, I guess I got to go for a ride. And he left and never came back. And we're sitting out there in front of the street wondering why he ain't read back yet. We see highway patrol heading down there. We see paramedics, all that bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get on my bike and I head that way. And I pull up to the scene. He's already gone because they moved him right away, but his wrecked bike was in a fence. And I see the Sacramento County Sheriff lady. I skated up. She's like, who the fuck are you? I said, well, that's my brother. That's my brother's bike. Where's he at? What's going on? She's like, where's your brother live? Where are you from? I'm like, well, we're right here around the corner. She said, we need to go right now to his house. I said, well, what's going on? Where's he at? And they said, well, he's not doing too good. I said, well, what do you mean we need to go? She said, where's his wife? I said, she lives right here. So I got in the back. I left my motorcycle at the scene of the crash, and I got in the back of a Sac County Sheriff vehicle, and I drove to my buddy's house to grab his wife, tell her that he had wrecked his motorcycle and he's probably not going to make it. And it was probably the worst fucking nights. It was the worst night of my life. What ended up happening was I made my loop around the block, and it was fine. He made his loop around the block, and he did his right-hand turn, and a dog ran out in front of him, and he wrecked his bike because a dog ran out in front of him, and he slid. Instead, he laid his bike down, and he slid with the bike, and his head hit a cyclone fence where it meets a 4x4 post, and it broke his neck right at the spot. He couldn't breathe. He was just done. It was over. Game.
Damn.
So left 2 babies, 2-year-old and 3-year-old, baby boy and baby girl. You know what I mean? It was all my doing.
Do you
I
feel?
was the one that said, let's fucking get our bikes out. You know what I mean?
And he was, the fact that he wasn't gonna do it. That's what weighs heavy on you. The fact that he wasn't about to take that ride.
I forced him because I kept busting his balls, and he told me like 3 times. He said, Herb, don't bust my balls today about it. Don't bust my balls. And I kept pushing because of alcohol.
Yeah.
But,
damn, man, that's
that man said. And I had to ride in the back of a cop car to tell his wife and his kids.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That was tough. That was a great man that walked this earth. That dude saved my life.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I was basically sleeping in a park at that time before he took me in. And he just said, change that speed to weed and be all good. And it was all good.
Wow. And so how long? So 2003, and is it still fresh?
Yeah. When I heard, it's still precious. It hurts me to this day. That was my best man. That was my best friend in the world. You know what I mean? That was a brother to me.
That's the thing, man.
When I heard Drina's story, that's why I said Drina's story sort of resonated with me. Hers was a little bit more tougher. She had to do time over it, and she made some bad decisions just like I did. But my buddy Josh, his family never blamed me. Not once. They never once blamed me. But I wanted them to blame me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said it wasn't your fault, and I'm like, man, but it was my fault. It took the longest time, maybe 10 years finally, before his mom said, yes, it is your fucking fault. Then I started healing.
Yeah. Because at first, they probably was like, you blaming yourself enough for everybody.
Right. But I knew. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Yeah. So what did you have to go to counseling or anything?
I probably should have, but I never did.
I think counseling is important. I think counseling is important, especially when it comes to like healing and PTSD and flashbacks. Like that's not normal. Like we can hear a sound or we can see something and it will enact this whole ass shit in our mind off of just one little ass memory or thing or thought or anything. That's all a form of PTSD.
Right.
So it might be your brother's favorite food. Somebody might mention it, and it's gonna take you back to them.
That's what's cool about the company I work for now. The company I used to work for, when we would have critical incidents where we'd hit people, it was just 3 days off paid, get straight, come back to work, and you're good. The company I work for actually cares about you. They actually have to go talk to a counselor. So my first one back in 2017, I had to go talk to a counselor. Now, I sort of joked. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to this lady that has no idea what it's like and whatever. I'm just going to be just like I am now. I don't talk about too much with civilians because what the hell do they know? You know what I mean? Like, railroaders, we're like military almost. You know what I mean? We're not super tough like that, but the stuff that we deal with when we run somebody over, we don't want to talk about it with a stranger. We want to talk about it so that somebody knows what's up, like a connection. You know what I mean? Like almost like a nurse or someone who works in an ER.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When they deal with their stuff, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about it. It has somebody who has no idea what you're talking about. So going to this counselor, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna talk about nothing with her. But man, I felt like a snitch within 3 minutes. She had me peeled like an onion, like Tony Sopranos, man. Talking about my daddy issues, all kinds of bullshit.
She broke you down. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. I had to plug. We had a battery check.
Battery check. But it was good. It was good to talk to a professional. You know what I mean?
Man, I spent so many years talking to them. I became a psychiatrist. I used to talk to them about their life.
Right.
Because they
it's nice. She's
it's rare. You want to meet a psychiatrist with a personality. You don't want to meet a cookie cutout psychiatrist. Psychologist. You don't want to meet a cookie cutout that only learned from the books.
Right.
You want somebody that really got like life experiences and incorporates that with what they learn. Like somebody fresh out of college, they ain't got life experiences, so they can't incorporate nothing with what they learn. So they just teaching you out a book. But somebody that didn't live life and made mistakes just like you and can relate, that's the type of psychologist you want.
See, that's what my fear was. It was like, well, someone like you've been on the inside. Like, why would you want to talk to somebody about being on the inside that has no idea what you've been through? Like, how can you connect, relate? Like, that's where my mind block was.
I turned it into a game. I used to just fuck them up and just tell them shit about prison they didn't even know. It turned into, wow, you guys really do that? I had no idea.
Right, and that's how this lady was about the railroad. She was just talking about trains pretty much the entire time after she peeled me open. But it's good to talk to you. You don't want to hold that shit in. Holding that shit in, man, ruined my first marriage. Guarantee it. Just too much grudge and anger and just fucking hostility and just being just an ugly, evil person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Life is just way too short.
That's that baggage.
Life is way too short and simple to hold all. Yeah. We only get one shot this ride, right? You got one ticket.
One ticket.
You can't get back on. Once you off, you
Hey, Devin say you only get one ticket, so you might as well enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
Might as well enjoy the motherfucking ride. So hey, so is there anything else?
I said, unless you went off early, then I can't judge you for that one, but I don't know.
Man, I need to ride a train. I ain't never even been.
Inside,
Say again.
Slide through. Come through. I'll take you for a ride.
Man,
I'm still employed. I'm about to be unemployed, but
that gotta be. I mean, that gotta be on my bucket list. Though I gotta ride a train because I promised myself that when I was watching the Amtrak come and go from my county jail window when I was 18. I was like, damn, that's a fucking shame. I ain't never even rode a train. And it was just that easy. Buy a ticket and go. I was like, damn, I could have went to the Bay Area like it was nothing. I could have went to Chicago. I did all these places. But I stayed isolated. So now I need to ride the train.
Before this COVID, we were super busy. We were going from Sacramento to Bakersfield, and we'd stop at Corcoran every day to get Corcoran graduates. That's what you get with reduced Corcoran is an Amtrak ticket for the most part, unless you got someone to pick you up. Yeah. I'd see them all. I'd tell the conductors, hey, if they're tripping, just throw them in the car that I'm riding in. Like, go chill. Like, I ain't gonna fuck with them. You know what I mean? They'll just relax. Tell them to just chill out and just get when you need to go. They don't even worry about people look at them and all that. But every day, stop at Corcoran.
All right. So in closing, let's talk about the Dirty Nation now. So how did you come to the Dirty Nation?
Man, I don't even know. I think I was flowing along with some of those genre channels and maybe Nate Dogg 916, and I think I saw your interview with Big Hurt. And then I was intrigued because you guys are Sacramento cats, have some good shit to say. Your other videos, and I like your flow and fuck your since.
Man, so what are some things that
you weren't bragging about nothing you did. You spoke for real. It was like every time I talked to you, it's like two dudes that are drinking a beer, sitting on the front steps, just shooting the shit.